Hello everybody, my name is JC and I'm here with 559 Mobile Detailing. And on today's video, I'm gonna do an update on my Chief steamer.
All right, JC, for people that don't know, how long have you had it?
So we've been having it for almost about a year, almost about a year. And we've been loving it.
Why do you love it?
I love it because it's consistent steam, so I never have to wait for the steam to reload. If I run out of water, I could just fill it up. There's not really no hassles in there. The hose is long enough to reach both areas right here on the driver and in the back area, so it just works out for me a lot better than my other steamers that I own. So the other steamer that I had before, it used to take about 10 to 15 minutes to warm up, so that was a hassle. Another hassle, that the hose that it came with, it was super small, so I would have to keep dragging the steamer everywhere I go. So that was just another little small, thing that I didn't like about the other steamers.
But the other steamers, they were more affordable.
Yeah, the other steamers were a couple $100, where this was $1,300. So yeah, big difference. But it was worth it, yeah, definitely. So on this vehicle, we're gonna be taking care of the seats. We're gonna steam clean them. I'm gonna start out by drill brushing them. I'm gonna do a little bit of steam cleaning and just lay down a fabric protector to repel water and just keep the seats more clean for a longer period of time. The only thing I wasn't aware of is that the steamer builds up like pressure, like steam pressure. So there's this little screw on the bottom of the steamer. I'll show you guys right now that you gotta unscrew it maybe once a week to kind of release that pressure and to get rid of that moist that goes in that little area right there. I'll show you guys right now so you guys can see how it looks. I learned it the hard way. My steamer wasn't working out. I thought my steamer had gone bad, or I called the owner of the Chief steamer. He was able to get on the phone with me and he kind of walked me through what might be the issue, and we're able to resolve it over the phone. So yeah, so that was very great customer service that they were able to offer me.
How do you know when it's ready?
So my steamer is blinking the green light right now. So whenever that green light stops blinking, that means the steamer is ready to be used. That may be the only hassle that I have with this steamer, is that it only takes tap water and we only run around with DI water. So that's the only hassle that I have with the steamer. Here and there, it does get refilled with DI water, but it don't work how it's supposed to. Tap water, the steamer will read the minerals and it will blow a more dry steam on the vehicle, comparing to filter water, and the steamer can't read the minerals, so it's blowing a little bit more damp. I fill it up whenever I leave the house, and I used to carry a small gallon of just tap water, but that was an inconvenience for me just to be carrying that around. So whenever I do run out of water, I try to use the client's water hose to fill it up, and if that's not an option, then I just go fill it up with some DI water. Yeah, so if you guys are interested on upgrading your steamer or just picking up a new steamer, I will drop the link to the Chief steamer down below. Make sure you use our code.
It's getting hot, man.
Yeah, it's getting hot. You can feel it out here.
I hear the AC running.
Yeah, so right now I'm just letting the vehicle cool off since it's been parked all day today. It's a little bit warm inside, and plus we're gonna be using steam, so that's gonna get a little bit more heat running inside the vehicle. So I'm just letting it cool off. What I want to know is, what do you guys think? Is that a good thing, a bad thing? Do you think the client minds if I leave the car on running for a little bit to use the air, the AC, to cool down the vehicle? What do you guys think? Drop it down in the comments down below.
Hey, I heard Teslas.
Teslas?
Have you detailed Teslas?
Yeah, I like putting the car wash mode, yeah, so.
Yeah, they have the AC right.
Yeah, so when you're working on a Tesla, you could set it up to car wash mode, so that means that when you close the doors, it's not gonna keep locking on you, and it also turns on the AC inside the vehicle, so that's definitely nice right there. In this case, we don't have that, so we gotta turn on the AC, cool off the vehicle a little bit before we start getting in here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is start off by blowing everything off. I'm gonna blow all the dirt, everything that's on the seat. In this case right here, we don't have to bring out the vacuum, so we're just gonna use our toner door mini to kind of blow everything out and to get all the small little stuff off the carpet and on the seats. All right, and before we start steaming the interior of the vehicle, we're gonna drop a Bio Mini inside the steamer, so that way at the same time that we're steaming, it's also sanitizing and killing all bacteria on the surfaces. So let me drop this in real quick.
How'd you know about this trick?
So this, I follow BioBombs. I've seen a lot of people using the BioBomb Mini. So this was what caught my first interest in BioBomb. After I started trying them out, I fell in love with the process because it makes it a lot smoother. So if we're trying to remove a smell, we go ahead and start off with the BioBomb Minis, and then we come in with the bomb that kind of kills all the bacteria. But you need to sanitize all surfaces before you put in the bomb, so that way it could actually work and kill all the smell, bacteria, whatever it is inside the vehicle. All right, so the first step, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by blowing everything off. And after we blow everything off the surfaces, we're gonna spray the seats with carpet shampoo. This cleans fabric areas, so we're gonna spray it down. And then we're gonna come by with our drill brush just to agitate it a little bit.
All right, JT, since we're talking about stains, what have you noticed are some of the worst stains or some of the worst situations that you can't do much for?
So I feel like maybe something like wine, red stains, those are really hard to come off. If they have light fab, like, you know, that light color interior, and they drop like oil or something like that, that's really hard to come off. Yeah, that's pretty much the only stains that I kind of don't like working with, because they don't give you a good outcome. Even as much as you try with great tools or great chemicals, it's really hard to work with those type of stains right there. All right, so after we sprayed it down, we blew it. Now we're gonna drill brush it to agitate the fabrics. What I like to do is just drill brush it first, and then I like using the steam to kind of use it at the same time. So we'll go ahead and drill brush, and we'll add a little bit of steam into it. And remember, our BioBomb Minis are inside the steamer, so at the same time as we're cleaning, we're also disinfecting the fabrics. All right, so after, what I like to do is just come in and give it a wipe down just to remove any excess water or solution from our cleaner. These are very light stains. It's mainly dust built up on this seat, so it doesn't really need much. All it needs is a great chemical, and then maybe a little bit of steam with a little bit of drill brush, and that should remove the stain right there. All right, so when it comes down to the cup holders, we like using Express. This is diluted 50 to 50, so half product, half water. We spray it down, we agitate it a little bit, and after we got it a little bit clean, we come by with the steamer and the brush just to kind of get into those little crevices. So this makes it a lot smoother too, to kind of get into these little cracks, like around these little edges right here with the steamer. You see, I don't know if you could catch that right there. See how it's kind of like right there in the middle? And the steamer will kind of push that, so it makes it easy to go into those little cracks. This client doesn't like shiny surfaces, so we'll just leave it as a clean surface. After we clean the fabric area, all we gotta do is spray it on. Make sure you cover all the surface areas, and then you just give it a little wipe, and then it should dry out, and it doesn't leave any type of staining, any type of residue on the fabric area too. It does have a little smell, like, I don't know if you can smell that, but it just it fades off as soon as it dries out. All right guys, and what I wanna show you guys is this small add-on we could offer you guys when people are getting their carpet shampoo, their fabrics cleaned out. We could offer them a fabric protection where it lets you get cleaning time, so if you spill anything in your fabrics, it won't absorb into the fabric. It'll just stay on the surface. And what I wanna know is, do you guys use anything similar to this? Drop it down in the comments down below. This is an attachment for the Chief steamers to scrub the fabric areas, and to kind of show you guys how it works, it just applies some pressure on the fabric so that way I can scrub it at the same time I'm steaming. So this is very helpful when I'm cleaning carpet like this. Sometimes you don't need an extractor to do the shampoo, so you could do a steam cleaning method to kind of clean the fabrics on the carpet. Yeah, so this just lets me scrub the carpet at the same time I'm steaming, and since we got the BioBomb Mini, it's also sanitizing, it's cleaning, and it's kind of refreshing the carpet fabric area. And the last thing we got from the Chief steamer is this attachment right here. This attachment attaches to our shop vac and is meant for you to suck up the water at the same time you're steaming. Yeah, and if you guys are thinking about picking up this attachment, this is an attachment that I bought separately from the Chief steamer. This attachment plugs into any shop vac. So at the end of my steamer right there, that's where the shop vac will get plugged up at. All right, guys, and the last final thing I wanted to show you guys about the Chief steamer is the place where you unhook it to get the pressure out, which will be right there. You need an Allen wrench to be able to attach the screw and be able to remove it. My steamer stopped blowing out steam, so I guess it was so full that it wasn't letting the pressure go through it, so it just stopped working. And as soon as I let it out, my steamer started working back up. So
hey, were you stressing, bro?
I was stressing. I was like, man, I don't have enough time to send this in. The guy, he was saying that I could send it in to them, they could check it out and all that, but that was gonna take time, and I had details lined up, so that wasn't an option. So good thing I was able to get on the phone with them. We were able to kind of brainstorm some ideas of what the issue might be, and we were able to resolve it. All right, guys, and that's an updated review on my Chief steamer. All right, and if you guys want to get one, make sure you guys check out the link in the description down below. And I'm creating more content. Let me know what you guys want to see in my upcoming videos.